Yeah.
Well, B.O.B, you know, thank you for coming through and playing us this monstrous record. That's what I'm going to call your record now. Every time I play the record, that's what I'm calling it. Because it makes me feel like hot.
Yes.
Like I just got to jump.
Like just warming up.
Yo, but let's talk about your first album because, your first album was amazing. And I actually went to go see you perform it live. And the reaction that people had to some of the songs on your album, Don't Let Me Fall and all of that. Did you expect that album to reach the heights that it did?
Nah, definitely not. And even Don't Let Me Fall, you know, that's even to this day, that's still a crowd favorite. And,
I love that song.
And you know, it's like, you know, it's the response, man. Like the response from my first album, like really took off around the world. You know, it took me to Japan, to Russia, to Asia, you know, Canada, Mexico. You know,
you're worldwide now, crazy, baby.
You know. Still, I want to go to South America. I haven't been to South America,
nice,
or Africa yet.
You gotta visit my people, boo boo. What's going on with that? We like hip hop too. You see what's happening, right?
I'm on the way.
All right. So your first album was a smash. You're working on your follow up, your sophomore album. You were sophomore in the game. What are you doing right now to separate yourself from what you first did?
You know, I think every I think I can speak for well, I can't, but if I was being a sophomore artist. You always want to just take that next step. You know what I'm saying? You want to let people know that, this is, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with my album that's coming up, I feel like it's more mature, it's more refined, it's more on point. It's just even more well-rounded, And I feel like the people who like the B.O.B mixtapes and people who like the Bobby Ray sound and the people who like Airplanes Nothing on You can all listen to this album and not feel like they got shorthanded or feel like there's something that's missing or you know what I'm saying?
I see. I see where you're going with this. We're going to talk about it. We were talking about your album and you mentioned something that I thought was real interesting. You said you didn't want people to feel left out.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your BET Cypher right now because I've been getting this feeling from you where you're feeling like maybe some people might have been left out with your first project. Speak on it. Tell me first of all what you said on your BET Cypher. What was that line about pop?
Well, I said, you call my music pop. I call it buying cribs for my mama, shaking hands with Obama.
You heard that.
And
is that how you feel? You feel like people are labeling you something that you don't want to be, or what's going on there?
Well, I want to say this, like, if you do something that's successful, it don't make sense to just stop doing it. And
get that money, man.
Yeah, and the music it went so it went so mainstream, and I'm just being an MC. I'm making music. I don't make people buy it. I tell them to go buy it. I can't make them buy it. I can't make them watch the video or listen to it. So, how it grew, I feel like it grew so big that, the people who are listening to the Cloud9 mixtapes and the people who
like the street in you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And, I always compare mixtapes and albums to like a street game of basketball and a professional game of basketball, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm a street basketball player, but, I play for the professional team too, you know what I'm saying? So
that's not a bad category to be in, B.O.B. I mean, pop music makes money and hip hop is going into this term. Somebody told me hip hop. That's what's happening right now. But you just making that money, boo.
But you know what? It's like for me, that was not my goal to make money. But if you can make money, don't not do something. You know what I'm saying? Because people are like, well, it's popping. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for me, I'm like, this is an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I can open up businesses and make opportunities for other people. Other people who, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you should always, venture in that if you can do it. But at the same time, I'm an MC at heart. So I'm always going to want to, bridge the gap between the people who feel like, dang, man, the album, I wanted that raw. You know what I'm saying? I wanted
Bobby Ray.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? I know we definitely going to get some streets from this album, okay? You're working with Jim Johnson and everything. Tell them how they can find you and everything and Twitter and all that.
Make sure y'all hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter is @BOBATL.
Listen to this disc jockey's introduction to Mina.
What?
Just speak loud and clear. Jersey's here.
Girl who fly and talk so nicely.
I could be the king, but watch the queen. Okay.
Say what? Say what?